Do your own research and due diligence before investing in any company. The information I provide is in no way or manner a professional suggestion to purchase shares in any publicly traded company. I am not licensed to provide financial advice, and this should be considered entertainment. These stock profiles are intended to be trading ideas, a starting point for research. Any individual who chooses to invest in any securities should do so with caution. Investing in securities is speculative and carries a high degree of risk. You may lose some or all the money that is invested. Always research your own investments and consider consulting with a registered investment advisor or a licensed stockbroker before investing.
Yes. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Soundman in the building. Yes. Who's already here? We got people already in the chat room. What's going on, everybody? Hope you missed me. I'm back. We're ready to go all week covering stocks that are trending right now. All right. I want to know what's hot. What do you think is going to be hot? Some of our favorites from last week are already, investors moving their money already. Yes, indeed. What's going on, everybody in the chat room? Glad to have you back. All right. Simone, I see Miss Harden already. K. Harvey, what's good? Had an awesome show Friday. Awesome show. Patrick, UNC, Tar Heels win the national championship. Unfortunately. Yeah, my girlfriend was so excited. She's from North Carolina, so she's so excited. I'm mad, you know what I mean? I know a lot, I got a lot of dirt on UNC, Bruce Cole, Adam. Who else in this? Q-Tech, Astrid. Who else is in here? Chase, Jeff Thayer. What's up, man? Trading Jedi. God dang, got a lot of people in here ready to get the show started. Okay, let's go ahead and get the show started. I mean, today was I think if you placed your trades from last week, I think you did really well today. Otherwise, I think you were setting up a lot of stuff for next week or for later in the week. All right, let me go ahead and get my equity feed here started. All right, let me get my equity feed here started. All right, go ahead and run. All right, what's going on, Denzel Berg, Tim Smith, SC Trucker? What's up, man? Yeah, you're up 100% INNL. INNL. As you guys can see, man, that was a huge day for the stock and INNL. I mean, this is the 1 day move here, and as you can see here, it had to run earlier in the month of March, and then it had consolidated, right? Consolidated, and sure enough, I mean, it wasn't even an RSI move. It wasn't an RSI move or anything. I'd like to know why it did move today so aggressively like that. Let me get my Skype up here so I'll have you guys call in. All right. Let me go ahead and get this opened up here. Yeah, INNL with 130%. Well, I'm seeing here actually 42. Yeah, it was 130%, right? 130% gain. Okay, INNL is a buyout. I wasn't following. Yeah, USCI is USCI popped up today. I'm telling you guys, it's gonna move. It's gonna move. I mean, I've already told you. I mean, USCI is the best bank account you can have right now. There's no bank account that's gonna give you the interest or the profit you're gonna get on your return on investment. Those 0005s got snatched up today. That's basically what happened. 845, you're on the air. What's up?
Yes, it's Ken. I'm the one that had all the static on the line a few nights ago.
Oh, yes. What's up, Ken?
The GBSN, I am so excited, but I need help. When do I sell? What do I sell? Because I got in at 0.0021 yesterday and 0.033 today, and it did almost 1 billion shares in volume today.
Yeah. I mean, it's huge.
That's crazy.
I mean, it's honestly, man, it's gonna be up to you, bro. I mean, this has been, you're gonna have to decide.
Yep.
When is enough? First of all, I mean, did you go in pretty sizable? Are you already up? A good amount.
300,000 share, 300 at
Okay.
1,000, about 0.0031.
Okay.
Average.
Now, if you were to sell now, would you be happy with your profits, or you still think you need more?
I think selling half at the open, and let the other half. I guess why I feel this way is because you see an MMEX, $500 is worth $500,000, and I know I shouldn't think that way, but because if you think that way, that's when you get burned.
Sure. I mean, but at the end of the day, I mean, that does sound nice. I mean, you'd love to see that turn into exactly what you have in mind there, almost $500,000, and sure enough, we look at some recent stocks like MMEX or RSII. I mean, those are things that actually happened.
That's right.
So, yeah, I mean, enjoy it while it lasts. I mean, 200% is a lot for one day, man. I mean.
I know.
Woo!
It's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, that's the $1 million question, man. That's the $1 million question. I like your idea of selling a little bit tomorrow. But I mean, you do sacrifice, who knows what could possibly happen with the stock in the future.
Yeah, I think in my experience with the USRM, remember last Tuesday it hit 18 intraday, closed at 12, and I got greedy, and I didn't sell at 18. Okay. Sold a piece at 12. I'd gotten in around 4 cents. So, and every stock's different, but just something to keep in the back of my mind.
All right, man. We'll definitely be taking two, man. We'll see what happens. Oh, by the way, can you let people know why GBSN is up? Is this simply because I'm thinking, is this just like a promotion right now, or is there news that you've been following the company?
There was around 7 a.m. yesterday morning, believe it or not, there was some kind of FDA announcement. And it's interesting, 'cause, I mean, I know it was up a bit yesterday, but for it to be up another 200% today, a delayed reaction is fascinating. Someone thought there was some hedge fund buying into it today. That's what I read on some of the boards. It's interesting though, because it was only in the last 2 hours of the day where it really made the move, because it was hovering around 0.033 until about 2 o'clock, and then it closed at 0.071, and volume went from 300 million to 850 million in 2 hours. That's crazy.
Yeah,
at the end of the day.
I'm looking at here on this hourly chart, and yes, exactly right. I mean, the last 2 hours of the day, you see these huge bars, a lot of volume going into it, as if something else is coming soon. And we had a large amount of money start coming in toward the end of the day. So that says a lot. I mean, there's something else coming down here, and we're going to figure out what exactly this is. But I have no doubt that we should reach the penny land for sure in GBSN. So your opinion might of this turning into something else could be delivered here.
Thank you. Can I give you one more? The AMLH. I've been in that one since last Friday. Has anyone spoken about that one on the show?
Well, we just started the show, so nobody's spoken about it. But yeah, last Friday, for those of you guys who didn't tune in Friday, I mean, that had an incredible Friday session. So it kind of cooled off today. We're now sitting at the 20-day moving average exactly here on the hourly chart. So it's going to be interesting to see what this stock does. Whether or not this
was half of what it was today.
Right.
It was about 200 something, but then it was on Friday and Monday. It was on 500 million each.
Right, and that makes me think it was a pump, and we'll see whether or not this can continue to carry itself. Do people see this as an opportunity to dip by, or is the momentum gone for the most part?
Yeah, I hear you, but thank you.
Appreciate it, man. Thanks for the call.
Have a great evening.
All right. Thank you, sir. 845. Appreciate it, man. He's excited. He's excited, and he has every right to be. I mean, for those of you guys who were in GBSN for the longest time, you can kind of go back here. GBSN was nothing. It was like USEI, a lot of people complain about. Not going anywhere, not doing anything, people calling up about it. And now he's sitting pretty. 949, you're on the air. What's up?
Hey, Saul. I was calling. I wanted to see, what do you think of TRTC right now? Like,
Okay, so all right, so the thing about marijuana, I saw a little news report that included a lot of little marijuana stocks where they talked about how the marijuana business is still growing due to the recent license opportunities now in places like Florida, California, and whatnot. So the market is still growing. So marijuana right now, I think if you're looking for anything short term, forget about it. I think right now, if you're looking to get in, try to find some kind of support level you can bounce off of for the long term. But as of right now, man, I was so excited about a 420 run, but we haven't gotten that, and I don't think we will get it now. Only 14, 15 days from the date. So if you're looking to get into weed, man, just hold out for the longest.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and then also, I'm in a Tesla right now, and I wanted to see your opinion. Do you think that's going to keep going, or should I just cash out on my profits right now?
Man, yeah, this is a company that, right now I did read recently they passed Ford in terms of market value, if I'm correct, right? So now
Yeah,
Tesla is worth more than Ford Motor Company. That's huge. That is absolutely huge. I mean, that's a big deal now. So yeah, I honestly continue to see it keep going because they've got the future. I mean, the future is in the palm of their hand. They got the products for the next 20, 30 years. Ford is playing catch up to them. So if you're going Tesla long, it makes sense because the technology, where they are at Tesla is where Ford needs to be. So I like Tesla long term, and at $300, why can't it be a $400, $500 company?
That's what.
Yeah, it's got a lot of haters out there, but it can do it. It can do it.
All right, awesome. Yeah, thank you. Appreciate your call.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, again, these are not stocks that we cover too much here, but I just love Tesla. I love the CEO. I think the guy's he's basically our version of what's the guy who created all kind of shit out there? I forgot his name, but he's our generation's version of it. Einstein. There we go. He's basically our generation's Einstein. He's on top of everything. He's the man right now. And I wouldn't bet against him. 614. Oh, 614, you just got off the line. All right. Somebody bringing up Strikeforce Technologies. What's going on with Strikeforce? Strikeforce, man. Strikeforce is another one. Here's another company too, Strikeforce Technologies. That was a 00 play coming from 000. Actually, double zero play, all the way to 2 cents. All the way now, actually touched 3 cents. Ooh, I think it was yesterday, right? Almost touched 3 cents. Yeah, Strikeforce Technology is another company that was up almost 1,000% at one time. Yeah, incredible. Let me just go to the hourly chart here, and here's that move. Here's that move from February 1st, Strikeforce Technologies. Actually, January 31st. January 31st to now, right? 0075 to 2 cents a share. Incredible move. You said Dries bullish. Yeah, I actually got disappointed with the pullback in Dries. We thought Dries was going to build up on that. Remember on Thursday? And we were kind of like, what just happened on Friday? And then, to see Dries what it did today, it was like, Yeah, kind of disappointing there. Let me see here. All right, line's clear. I saw some of you guys just called up, so call me back. 22nd Century Group. I'd love to know what is this company doing? Free ride. I think you brought this up before. What is this company doing? 614, you're on the air. What's up?
Hey, Sal. What's up, bro? K. Harvey here.
Hey, what's up, K. Harvey, man?
All right. So listen, I got 2 stocks I want to talk about. But first, before I even talk about the stocks, I just always want to say thank you again, bro. I mean, if it wasn't for you, like I said, Sal, I told you, bro, when we all get together and meet up at the beach or whatever, I'm going to give you all the credit. You might not make a millionaire student, but you're going to make a thousandaire student, and I'm going to be right there to let you know.
There it is.
That's my boy. All right, so anyway, you had said something last week about following you on Twitter. I'm kind of old school. I don't do no Facebook, none of that crap. But I was like, it could be affecting my money. So I actually went and got my Twitter account started and started following you. Mm-hmm. And then one of the other guys that was in the chat room, I just caught this yesterday, you would not even believe. Because I did that, I found out about GBSN. That was your first caller.
Yeah.
So I go through my due diligence. I dropped $200 in that jank this morning at 3 cents, and look what happens. I'm up. I got 55,000 shares of that, and I'm up already $170.
I mean, that's the power of penny stocks, man. I mean, again, you know, for years, you know, people said, you know, hey, you're a scammer, you're a scammer. And I mean, you just like get into the game, and once you actually realize how you can make some quick cash with this, then you know, call me a scammer. Like once you get to that. But I mean,
well,
GBSN.
I mean, you know, that you're not, bro. We both know that. But I'm just saying, I mean, and now after hearing what you guys said that this can go in the pitting land, I mean, because I'm gonna hold out. If I ride this to 10 cents, I mean, we're talking about someone with a possibility. I mean, just the possibility is worth $200 for a loser for me.
Yeah. I mean, it's absolutely insane. I mean, these late buys, those late buys today in GBSN have me very, very suspicious. Now, the caller called up. He said he read on a forum somewhere that some kind of investment company or something like that was buying. I'm looking into it right now as we talk, but I'm not seeing any evidence of that so far. But again, it's got me, it's definitely got my eyes looking for, what kind of money could be coming into this. An FDA approval on a company this small, that's huge. This is definitely going to be something that we're going to see run tomorrow. But be very, very careful here, because you do have a lot of people who, were sitting at, 0007, 0008, who want to dump those shares once they start, seeing their profits pass 5 digits, possibly 6 digits. You've got people in here who, put the $700, $1,000 down at 000 nothing. And yes, their profit potential will turn into $20,000, $30,000, $50,000 for them, and they're going to dump those shares. So you got to be very, very careful of that.
Right. I mean, like I said, Sal, no disrespect to the funds, it's worth the $200, even if it don't come in. I wind up stuck in that. You know what I mean? It is what it is. But I'm all in. You know what I mean? I'm not going to put anything else more. I don't need to. But just the possibility of my 55,000 shares being 5,500 is worth $200 just to find out. So anyway, on to the next. All right, so I think sometime last week there was a young man that called in and he said something about this net stock. It was CEGX, and he was like, Sal said don't pump it, this, that, and the third. He said, no, Sal, it's not the fact. I'm not doing that. You know what I mean? We were all looking at the MMEX, which obviously, it was profit day today. And I know you said you were waiting to go to 3 cents. I hope you held a little bit longer and got a little bit more of that money past 3 cents. But anyway, so I go and do my due diligence on CEGX. Come to find out, they're also stationed right there in Texas.
Okay.
In fact, not only are they stationed in Texas, they're 4.5 hours away from headquarters of MMEX. So they pretty much do the same thing. And then I was like, well, wow, man, this is 4.5 hours away. So it's possibly that it's possible. I mean, they got like 600 some odd acres. They're already pulling oil out the ground or what have you. So maybe that young man wasn't blowing smoke up our butt. So I was like, all right, cool. So I'll throw a couple hundred in that jank. And then the day before yesterday, it just goes up to 6. But today, obviously, you see it came crashing down a little bit. But I'm thinking that was more for profit or whatever. But again, the possibility is there. You know what I mean? The possibility is there.
Yeah, CEGX is very volatile, and it's one of those. It's a good stock, but I just wish it could hold. I mean, you got a lot of people who buy the stock and immediately turn into sellers, and it kind of pisses me off. Right now, the stock on OTC markets has a skull and crossbones. Right now, it's kind of late on some filings, and they've got to kind of get their act together on that aspect. But CEGX is definitely one to watch for right now.
Right. Like I said, I got some shares in that as well, and I'm already in it. So, but that was pretty much it, man. So you definitely made a difference. I remember when before you started your show, and your endeavors and your wishes was to be able to lead some of us to to be able to do this full time. And I'm telling you, I'm one of them. I'll be done. Well, I'll be able to trade full time in about 3 months, and it's all because I'm giving the credit to you. So much love, bro. I'll
Appreciate
holler
it,
back.
man. Thank you so much, man. Yeah, I mean, again, I just want everybody to get an opportunity to get a 5-figure or 6-figure play. You know, it's happened to me one time with CTTG. Shout out to Small Cap Money, who actually reminded me about that. For those of you guys who've been watching me over YouTube for that many years, CTTG was a stock that I promoted back in 2014. The stock rose up to 2,300% in one day. The actual high was 3,100 for the day. Actually, it was insane. It was an insane day. So you can get a 6-figure payout on some of these. And, it might take a couple of days. It might take a couple months. But some of the investors in GBSN, they got to have their palms sweating right now because they've got that opportunity. So when we talk about stocks like, what was that? SWET, 0005 came back today. When we talk about other triples like XTRN, the Las Vegas expressway stock at 0003. What else is out there? USEI. I mean, there's several other little companies out there that could become opportunities for you to make a significant return on a very, very small investment. Chase, no, it's CTTG. C2 T's and then a G. It doesn't trade anymore. They ended up changing the name of the company into something else. I'm not sure what they are now. Christopher says he's doubling down on GBSN tomorrow. Watch how it opens up. Yeah, watch how it opens up. Don't just jump into it. Watch how it opens up. 646, you're on the air. What's up?
Hey, good evening, fellas. One Pros.
Hey, Juan. What's up, man?
Hey, good evening. So I'm sorry if I missed it. Have you reviewed GBSN today?
Yeah,
I just got home from work and I just got on.
It's the one everybody's talking about, man. It's the one everybody's talking about. But tell me, what do you think about it? Is this going to keep going? How do you feel about the stock right now?
So check this out, right? Today, while I was at work, I had this. I did a study on it yesterday. I did a little technical analysis, but I was looking at it at work today, and I was trying to get in, but I saw that MMEX, none of them were moving. They were all on the red, and this one was really, really slow up until like 12 p.m. I think 12:30, 1 o'clock. It was just that 0.031 when I was looking at it, and it was just there staying still. Yeah. And then it starts going up. So I put an order in at 0039, and I don't know, for some reason I was a little nervous for it, so I canceled the order, and then it keeps on going up, and I put an order again for, I can't remember the exact number, and then I missed it. So I ended up chasing it, and I finally bought at 0.0066.
Okay.
Right, like 2 minutes before close. Reason why I did that was because I like looking at these stocks that they're in the double zeros. They tend to run in the morning again if it has, especially like this one had a late day news, like around 1 o'clock. It was a clearance on the FDA. I didn't really read on it too much, but I'm hoping that it runs. So I just wanted to know, your thoughts on it. I wanted to be aggressive. Usually I'm trying to be very conservative, even if, and that has gotten me nowhere so far. So today I kind of took my gloves off and I said, forget it. Let me just be aggressive. If I lose it, I lose it. If not, then, more power to me. So just wanted to get your thought on this to see, what you think about it. If I missed it, I'm sorry. You have to repeat yourself again.
No, it's okay. I mean, this is the stock that everybody's watching right now. In a situation like this, when a company this small, a company that prior to the last 2 days of trading had a market cap of about $200,000, right? Now the market cap is about $2 million. But the company that just, a couple hours ago was worth only $200,000, it got, an FDA approval, meaning a product that they are working on has now been approved to be sold to, the general market. That's huge. That's a huge game changer for a company this small. So you've got to be a little bit aggressive when something like that happens, because not only did you get incredible volume, you had on the bid ask today, it was tight. It was very, very tight. And obviously, like most brokers, you can't market order a stock this small. So you had to constantly, as you just said, change your order constantly to try to find, some bid support for you to be able to get in. So in a stock like this, you got to be a little bit aggressive, but it's okay. You got in, that's fine. See where the stock is tomorrow. I expect the stock to hit a penny based on this news. I mean, it's got a lot of people really excited. I definitely see a penny,
what I'm
on track.
Hoping to.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm also thinking, that, even if it's a pump or something, it should run tomorrow. It should run based on what happened this afternoon today. I mean, and it closed on the high of day today. It closed right on it. So, and I'm looking at it right now. I'm looking at the volume that was pouring in. I mean, come on. I think that people know something that's going on, and so I hope to catch it. And I hope to ride it, because if it does, I mean, I'll be very, very happy.
Yeah. We'll be watching.
All right.
It,
well, thanks so much for your time, man. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. All right. So as you guys know, that was the news that came out on GBSN, which was yesterday. All right. So we're on the second day now of this run. So it had an incredible day yesterday. You had to load up today, and if you sold out earlier in GBSN, I know you're regretting it. Based on what, the stock ended up doing toward the end of the day. But again, it's not too hard to look up why the stock is up. Their Bordetella, hopefully I'm saying that right, direct test is what was cleared by the FDA to be sold to the general marketplace. Awesome. All right. This was one of the fastest approvals on record at the FDA. Approximately only 57 days from submission to approval. All right. This is the beginning of what they're calling a streamlining of their clinical trial processes. All right. Strengthening their methods for presenting submissions to the FDA with the objective of rapidly and efficiently, getting products approved and sent through. All right, and sent through. Oh, of course, Bill Betts. Yes, indeed. I mean, I'm not going to see a stock cross 100% in a day and not try to grab a piece of it, especially on the GBSN. An FDA approval, that's a game changer. As we said, man, this was a stock that, a couple of days ago was worth about $200,000 cash. All right, all stocks trading. This is huge. Now, going back to USRM, I do see people talking about USRM. I don't think it's out yet. I don't think it's lights out for USRM, although, a 12% day is not the best. It's not the best, but I don't think it's it for them. 704, you're on the air. What's up?
Oh, let me lower you. Hey, Sal, it's Astrid. How are you doing?
Hi, doing good, Astrid. How are you?
Hey, I'm doing great. So, all right, stocks. So, AMLH.
Okay.
I am in that one, and yesterday, for the first time, I took profits.
Okay.
That was a huge thing for me. I think just to get over the fear and, just to do it. So I was up 50%, and I took half, and then I rolled it into a few more shares. And I think some things, are in the works for this company. The CEO, he's constantly, on Twitter. Mm-hmm. He's on Facebook. There's actually an esports conference that he's attending on April 12th. So I think that may bring in some more news and, and stuff like that. And so I'm pretty excited about that one. I'm now just kind of holding that one long. So it's not much more. I'm not doing any day trading with that. I'm still in USRM. Mm-hmm. The only thing with USRM is making me nervous is this whole FDA approval, because it's like a 50-50. It's like a gamble. If they don't get approved, it's going down, and then if they do, yay. So right now, I'm keeping my eyes on those. I'm in ABHI as well. What's going on with my voice? Could you take a look at that one for me?
Yeah, ABHI. Okay, so this is also now. Is this also one of those biotechs that has something kind of they're working on?
Yeah. I didn't do as much due diligence on this one as I should. This is one I got in kind of in the beginning. There was a lawsuit going on, and I kind of followed the pack with this one. It ran a little bit today. I can't get out of my phone because then I miss.
Right. No,
I end up getting out of the show. But
let me see here, because this is all right. So this is one of those companies that they're kind of into everything. They've got medical devices, and then they got some other stuff where it's about like car products and stuff like that. So I haven't seen any recent news. Let me see here. Now, are you in the stock, or are you looking to get in here?
no, I'm in it.
Okay.
There was a settlement, or there's a lawsuit or something going on. I know, shame on me. I really need to do more DD on this one. But there's just sometimes so many stocks, and then when someone's talking about it, I just kind of jump in. I think I'm only in 10,000 shares, and it might have cost me like $13 or something. So it's not huge.
Yeah, this was another one that, again, in January was a 000 stock. Ended up running on some really great news. It's cooled down, but if you just got it in the last couple of days, you've got a lot of support here. So I think time will tell in the future how this continues to build up. Okay, and
I hear a lot of talk about RSI. Exactly what is that?
All right, so Rising India, RSII. It was a company that supposedly had like these.
Oh no, I'm sorry, not the stock. I hear a lot about RSI in terms of charts.
Oh, okay. Well, relative strength index. It basically identifies the oversold and overbought. What's the word for it? Temperature of the stock. I know the temperature is probably not the right word to use, but relative.
Okay.
Yeah, it just basically lets you know if the stock is too hot or basically cold and oversold.
Okay, and is there a particular number that I should be looking at or looking for?
Sure, yeah. So the RSI, the typical gauge setup is between 0 and 100, but oversold is considered to be 30 and below, and an overbought is considered to be 70 or higher. So those are positions where people tend to want to sell a stock when it's above 7, when the RSI is above 70, and buy a stock when the RSI is below 30. But you don't want to depend 100% on that, because sometimes an RSI above 70 could also just be, letting you know that, hey, there's a lot of buying activity and people want the stock. For example, in GBSN right now, if you look on let's say a 1 hour, even a 5 minute, you're going to see GBSN, the RSI is like 88, 90. So some people can look at that and say, well, this stock is overbought. But based on what's been happening over the last 2 days, that's just simply a symptom of people really excited about where the company is right now.
Right. Okay. All right. Yeah, I've been hearing a lot of talk about that.
Yeah.
All right. So, yeah, that's it for now. I'm kind of, my funds are a bit low right now, so I'm just keeping my eye on what I already have and seeing, what profits I can take from some of my older plays, WDRP, BXMC. See, I have an assignment this week, which means I'm working. It's so hard to follow this and do work at the same time. I'm like, these people don't understand what I'm trying to do. I'm like, get away. And I bought a little bit of TXTM. Just going to keep my eye on that one. I know the guy that called in said to hold it until like May 25th or something, so I put that note down there. But I have enough right now, to keep me busy. Okay. And just keeping an eye on things. So thank you for all that you're doing. I'm learning a ton of stuff. I can't believe I'm on Twitter now. I'm tweeting.
Yes.
So all right, guys. I'll see you in the chat room.
Thank you so much, Astrid. Appreciate Astrid for the call. I'm always excited to hear, from Astrid, because she was one that, again, you guys remember, wasn't too sure about this, right? Wasn't too sure about it, and I just love hearing her excited about this, And I know, guys, you're at work and you get so excited and you want to continue to check where your stocks are and stuff like that. That's good. That's when you definitely are in it for the long term. You're in it for the long term. You're going to be trading penny stocks for a while. You know? Yes, indeed. 561, you're on the air. What's up?
All right, Sal. This is Chris McKinney, West Palm Beach. How you doing tonight?
Hey, doing good. What you got for me, man?
All right, okay. I'm a little late into the chat room. I don't know what happened with y'all Monday. I don't know if y'all had a chat or not. But on this INNL, okay? I'm a newbie. I'm new to this thing. I made $2,000 today. That's big for me.
Yes.
Okay. Do I need to stay in it? I have about 1,300 shares in it right now. Do I need to stay in it? Is it going to go to $5 or $6? That's what they're saying. And I was telling you about Monday. I couldn't remember what was going to happen Monday. I guess they were trying to say in the chat room that the buyout was about to happen. So that's what the thing I was telling you a couple of days ago. So now what can I do?
Man, I think take your 2,000 and you know, be happy with it right now. I think you know, tomorrow on a stock like this, you probably get a nice little morning you can sell into, and then, you know, figure out what the stock is after that. I mean, you know, just like you're up 2,000. There are people up 20, 30,000. So take your.
I wish that was me.
Right. I mean, take your profits and see where the stock is, you know, after you sell in the morning, and whether or not you know, reassess kind of where that you know, opportunity for the buyout, how real it is, and maybe you can put, you know, keep another 500 in the market or whatnot, but take take most of the profit off the table.
Okay, and I forgot to tell you, and I messed myself up. I'm stuck with the I guess it's the PDT rule. Okay. I'm stuck on Robinhood right now. I can't sell anything. I think I have like 1 day before it clears up. Yeah, I'm stuck. So that's my problem.
So is Robinhood where you have the profit into as well?
Yes.
Okay. Oh man. All right. So
that's the only broker I use.
And when is your next day trade available?
I don't even know how to find that out. That's what I was trying to find out tonight. I don't know how to find out. It just has me locked out.
All right. How about this? So you can't even do a trade, or if you do a trade, they'll lock you for 60 days.
What it does is it has like on the fourth little circle thing, it has a little lock sign where it keeps you from, I guess, getting locked out for 60 days, falling into that PDT rule.
Oh man.
It has a lockout, but it won't let you until your 5 days is up, I guess. It won't let you do it again.
Oh man. See, typically an opportunity like this, I'll just risk the 60 days and then I'll call you. Typically, like most brokers, Charles Schwab, E-Trade, there's a division you can call in and basically say, hey, I'm sorry, and you know, I won't do it again, and they'll unlock you. But from the sound of it, it sounds like you're not even going to get that option. Find out when your next day trade is, man. I hope it's not too far down the line.
I hope it's tomorrow. I hope it's like tomorrow.
Right. Figure that out. Figure that out. Go back to your recent trades. Figure that out, because you need to get this profit out as soon as possible, because the hoping and wishing it's not going to help you, because I don't know how long this is going to last, you know?
Well, I know, like I said, most of the people in the chat room, I know all you guys are like professionals and you've been doing this for a while. But for somebody like me that's just starting, March 7th was my first day. And this is amazing to know that this is something out there like this for regular, you know, Joe Schmoes. Yeah. And everybody's not doing this. I was talking about it in the barbershop this afternoon. This is crazy, Sal. Like, this is amazing to me.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Congratulations to you, man. I mean, this is obviously your biggest gain ever, right? I mean,
the biggest. I made 200 yesterday, 2,000 today.
Wow.
That's crazy to me. That's crazy, and I didn't have to do. I'm a labor guy, and I haven't had to do something with my hands to make that money. That's amazing to me, and it's just opening the doors. And I appreciate you guys. I appreciate everybody in the room. What's the guy? Bats Doc, is that his name?
Bat Scientist.
Bat Scientist. I got the INNL from him. His accent caught my ear, and then when he said it, I was like, let me write that down. And I've been riding that wave since the beginning, since a month ago. So I thank him really, and I thank all the guys in the chat room. And you guys are great, man. I appreciate it. And I'm going to keep going and keep trying to learn, man. So that's all I got for tonight.
Appreciate it, man. Thank you for the call, man.
All right, man.
All right. So shout out to 561, man. Way to go. Exactly what Astrid just said. Way to go. $2,000 on INNL. I hate the fact that he can't take that money off the table right now. I really want him to take that money off the table right now. You know, keep 500 in it. Hell, keep 1,000 in, but at least be able to put something in your account, right? So you can take that money and continue to double it up. You know, continue to grow it. You know? Yeah, almost 200 people, over 200 people in there. Go ahead and press like on this video right now. Press like on this video right now. I would appreciate it so very much. 904, you're on the air. What's up?
What's going on, Sam? This Luther.
Hey, what's up, man?
Hey, man, I had a little all right there. INNL too. You told me to hold on to it.
Yep.
And I did. But my thing is about this. How do you determine your entry points with something? Because I think that's going to be key, because I got in at 133 and I rolled it all the way down to like 112. That's where it stopped. But how do you time your entry point? Because I feel like if I'd have had a better entry point, I could have made way more money.
Yeah,
that still sold too early.
Yeah, that kind of goes back into the support and resistance, and that can get real technical, and a lot of people have different styles and things like that. You know, that they go into to find where to get in and where to sell. That can get a bit complicated, but that's pretty much the gist of it, is being able to determine, you know, what's the best price, where the support is, selling where you think, you know, resistance could be coming, and you're looking to, you know, get out at what could be, or what you believe is the high for that, you know, moment in time.
Yeah. That video I watched on Tim Psychic, it came true today, and I panicked and sold all my shares. I should have stayed in, man, because the stock telling you to stay in is going higher.
Yes.
It went all the way up to $2 at aftermarket. It was the resistance was like 165.
Okay.
From that previous run.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as, like a few days last week, as soon, like Tim say, if they break that previous high, it's gonna go. And man, that thing went crazy.
Yeah.
I panicked and sold, but I couldn't get in because TD Ameritrade, man, they got you. You got to put in the code to sell on your phone. That just pissed me off. I could have made a killing in that stuff. But anyway, yeah, that's all I want to know. And US, boy, I hit you on Twitter today. I think USEI gonna do something.
I don't want to beat USEI, you know, to death, because I know I talk about it a lot, and I don't want to, you know, because people get on me. Oh, you know, when is it going to happen? When is it? Everybody thinks it's going to be the next day. My thing is, I know what it's done for me in the past, and my thing is, when it gets dirt cheap, you're going to see people. The fact that people take off these lower 000 shares off the table tells you enough that you need to be in the stock eventually. You know, you need to be in the stock eventually, because smart money is taking these cheap shares off the table because they know something's happening. I know that the CEO of this company, he's a notorious pumper. He's notorious for getting people, you know, to buy his shares and whatnot. It's not an illegal thing. I mean, he's just the fact that he's growing his business. He understands that, you know, his company needs to get more valuable, and for his way to being able to get some money to build his company is to promote his stock, and he's going to do it eventually. It's just a matter of time and being patient until that time.
If they go down to 0005 again, I'm putting some of these profits that I made. I'm gonna load up some more now.
Yeah.
Also, I'm stalking that HEMP.
Okay.
I'm stalking it. It seems like you want to do something, but it ain't ready yet.
Yeah,
but it seems like you want to do something.
Yeah. I'm in hemp for the long term, and hemp is a stock that I'm continuing to watch. And you know, I'm in it for the long term and seeing what happens with hemp. So we'll see. We'll see.
What do you think he's going to?
For me personally, I just want 5 cents. I want 5 cents in hemp, and you know, we're what, 2 cents away, and it's going to take some time, and the volume has been, you know, but. We'll see where it is, but, you know, there are a lot of little good marijuana plays. Hemp, MCOA is another one. These smaller, cheaper, you know, marijuana companies that have very, you know, low prices, but have a very aggressive way about them. When they do start running, they get to these levels really quickly that I can take my profit. So I'm not looking for the, you know, prototypical CBIS or MJD. I'm looking for those outliers that just kind of run crazy and sporadically right now.
Yeah, let me give one more shout out. Man, I'm telling you, gave out that INNL. African Forum, you need to do a show with him. That guy there, man. That's the guy there, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
You need to do a show with that guy there. That guy there got the it factor. I ain't gonna lie, man. You need to do a show with him. I'm telling you, man. He the it factor. But appreciate it, Sal.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it, man.
I'll be in the Discord room tonight talking trash. I hope Mr. Lloyd in there.
Yeah, Mr. Lloyd's coming right up, man. Appreciate it. All right. So, Mr. Lloyd, what's up, man? Somebody was just, bringing your name up. What's up, bro?
I had to, man, basically, I got to time myself to call up in here. I don't even know when to call in no more. I'm trying to fast forward, it's like a little delay. So I'm kind of holding on. It's like, playing, Contra. Up, down. Got to hit the left button here. And shit, I made it through. Shit, did I win something?
You are on the air, man. You are on the air.
Oh my gosh, man! It's been a while, and man, I'm proud of you, bro. Yeah. From where where you started from, and just me watching with 20 people watching now to 227.
And we're growing, man. We're going to continue to be disciplined, continue to give people these tickers, the things that they need to trade, man.
Right. You know what you may have to do, man? You may have to get another Skype account for, the VIPs to call in, just because it's gonna be hard to call in, so you can prioritize what number you're gonna pick up. You know what I'm saying?
I hear you.
You may want to consider that, man. But I haven't actually. I just wanted to say I lost my ass off. Couple of weeks ago, I've kind of slowed down because I've got a lot of things going on. So basically,
Yeah, so I got your email saying that, you kind of alluded to that you had taken a small loss recently. What was that about?
No, man, I don't even want to. It's one of these you don't even want to talk about.
Oh, okay. Oh, that bad?
I know. Yeah, man. It was. I got distracted, and basically when you're at a loss, you're hoping for a rebound, and I wasn't in my comfort zone when I tried to recover. However, I do have a large sum of money coming, so I don't feel bad. I mean, if I didn't have this money coming, then I probably would have had the they call it the stock flu, where you ain't talking to nobody. You going to work, cuss, mad at the world. But I'm okay, man. It's still so difficult, and I don't want you guys to ever think that this shit is easy.
Yeah.
As long as I've been trading, it's the hardest thing I've done because it's not consistent. And if anybody tells you that they're making consistent gains, please give me their phone number so I can figure out what they're doing, because they're not going to tell me, but I need to figure it out, because I still haven't made consistent gains every single day. So Trump says tampons are dirty, everything goes down. It's some stupid shit.
Yeah. I hear you, man.
So, but other than that, man, I do want to say congratulations, man, on this 231, and definitely we will chat it up. But I just wanted to call in and ask you to get a separate line, so when I call in or anybody else calls in, we can at least have a little prioritization. Am I saying that correctly?
All right. I'll definitely look into it, man. I appreciate it, man.
Cool, man. Well, have a good one, y'all. And no, I'm not on Twitter, bro. So, but I'm in this chat room that Sal has. Yeah. So I'll chat with you later, bro. Thanks.
Appreciate it, man. And Mr. Lloyd, again, congratulations to you and your wife. I know you're busy doing some other things too, man. But shout out to Mr. Lloyd. He took a small loss. It's not that bad, But he'll be back. He said he's got some money coming in. He's got some money coming back, and he'll be, back on it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He'll be back. All right. Shout out to Mr. Lloyd. And as he said, he's in the Discord room. I know Mr. Lloyd, I don't know if he led it this Sunday, but I know he does that reviews on Sunday for stocks for the following week. But you can always catch him in the Discord room. Yes, indeed. Please don't bring up MKAU. I don't even want to. I've been watching MKAU ever since I went to the beach the other day, and I don't even want to talk about it. There's some guys really pissed off on MKAU. This is a stock that, again, was at 3 cents a week ago. And, you know, the stock's lost almost 70% of its value since it was supposedly going live. And MKAU, you know, unfortunately didn't really pan out. GRNH. Seeing some people in the chat room talking about GRNH. Let me see here. So that low at 5 cents, that where we talked about it here on the 22nd. I see we brought it up on, what was that, the 22nd? Yeah, I see we talked about it here on the 22nd of March at just under 5 cents a share. Now we're at 7. We're touching 7. We actually touched 7 today. So GRNH showing some gains. 772, you're on the air. What's up?
What's happening, Sal? What's happening, family? What's happening, everybody out there?
Treasure Hunter, what's up, man?
Oh, man, not much, man. Sal, I got to tell you, man, you are definitely the man for holding MMEX.
Yeah.
That bitch done touched 6 cents, bro.
Yeah, man, it got high, but I'm kind of nervous. What's going on here, man? I mean, you had the huge sell-off.
I think there's a little profit taking.
Taking.
It had it cooled down too, bro. It been ever since last week. You know?
It was hot. I give it that. I mean, this is was another stock that came from the doubles, the low doubles. I want to say 0020, 0010, something around there, to touching as high as 5 cents a share. We did the math here. The stock was up almost 6,000% or something like that. Yeah. So for what it's been doing, I guess that's understandable. You got a lot of people who made again five figures on the stock and took profits by dumping those shares on the exchange.
Yeah. Well, hey, I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I definitely bought some of that MMEX and camping on it. And I remember that one caller called in. I know he claimed he's not promoting it, but that CEGX, bro, that also been running. You know, I kind of figured they've been running the same, you know. Mm-hmm. Then I forgot the one guy that called in and said that they pretty much close together kind of thing, you know. So I bought both of them and just, you know what I'm saying, camping on it because you never know when it might pop off, you know. And probably end up camping on that GBSN too. But then, well, let me say, they made another play though. EVLV.
Let me see, EVLV.
Yes.
EVLV. Evine Live. All right, NASDAQ play 4%. Okay. Yeah, don't know much about this one, man. Tell me a little bit about this company. You're just kind of playing the setup here. You think this can become something here?
I hope so, man. You know, I read little charts and I jumped in today, and you know, then I call your show so you do a little fancy indicators and hopefully, you know, let me know if it's gonna keep running or, you know, if something big explosion. Or who knows, it might open in the red. I don't know.
Well, but I know today, I like where you got in here on this stock on EVLV. I mean, you're the lower end of the band. It's been trending for some time between 124 and 140, and you got on the lower end of that. So it's not bad, man. We'll see what happens here in the middle of the RSI, too. We'll see what happens.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So those are plays, brother. And then again, congratulations, man. Your show's popping off the chain.
Yes, indeed,
you know what I'm saying? I mean, yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? We should look into these 00 more often than 000, you know?
Oh, definitely. I mean, look, I look up at whatever you guys bring up. So if you guys bring it up, I'm going to look at it, man, you know? And whatever you guys bring up is what we talk about. So appreciate it, man. Thank you so much for the call, Treasure Hunter, bro.
You got it, man. Keep it a good work, Sal.
Appreciate it. All right, so 1 second, guys. I'm just going to fix my screen here. But, yeah, we talk about whatever you guys want to talk about, you know? It's whatever you guys want to talk about. So when we talk about these tickers, it's not what Sal wants to talk about. It's whatever you guys want to talk about. Okay? So 1 second, guys. Let me fix this screen here. This was acting up a little bit. Get this freshed up. All right. 601, you're on the air. What's up?
Hey, what's up, Sal? It's John from Florida.
Hey, what's up, John?
Hey, have you guys talked about OSIX yet?
OSIX. No, we have not talked about that. OSIX.
I'm sorry. OXIS. Yeah.
OXIS. Yeah, OTC OXIS International. Now, okay, so this was really interesting. This stock has been, basically selling its ass for the last month and a half, well, last 3.5 months. I mean, as you can see here on the daily chart. What? Obviously, this was kind of an RSI move, right?
Well, it was they got an approval on a phase 2 drug that they were working on. It was phase 1 a few maybe like a year ago, and then it went into phase 2. Yeah, I think it's the OXS 1550.
Okay.
And I was just doing my scans this morning, and well, not scans, but I was looking on OTC Market, and I was looking at news feeds like you suggested early on in some of your shows. So shout out to you for that. But that's how I found that, and I saw that they had a FDA approval for a phase 2 drug.
Yeah.
And I waited till 30 minutes. I didn't jump right into it because I wanted to see what it would do, like you always suggest. And around like 10:30 or so, maybe along in that area, it just jumped up. It just broke through that 30-minute high, and I jumped into it, and I just rode it. And it looks like it's going to continue to run tomorrow because it's from what I can see on the daily chart, it's not over. I mean, unless I'm reading it wrong, it's not oversold on the RSI, and it's not and that candle is not way up above the Bollinger Band. So I don't expect to see any major pullback tomorrow. I mean, obviously, people are going to take profits. I mean, throughout the day, you can see those dips and everything. People were taking profits, but it kept fighting its way back up. It would pull down, and it would fight its way back up and create a new high.
Yeah.
So normally with these pharmaceutical companies that have the FDA approval, especially in phase 2, then I expect it to run tomorrow. I think it normally takes maybe a year to 2 years to go into the next phase, depending on the company and how aggressive they are. But yeah, I'm up pretty good in this stock, and a lot of people giving shout out to Bat Sciences. Yeah, he helped a lot. I want to give a shout out to you, man, because all the tips that you gave me, I've been putting it to use, and I was able to find this stock and able to make some profits. So I mean, I certainly appreciate it, and you'll definitely be getting a donation from me. I just hope it. I'm still in it. I hope it can continue to run tomorrow.
Yeah.
If it starts pulling back too aggressively, I'll try to get out of it. But I believe it can. I believe it can. I don't see any reason for it to pull back because it's not a pump and dump. It's not a promoted stock. It's a legitimate company. It's filing all its 10Qs and 8Ks are up to date. I think it missed earnings a little bit. Well, not missed earnings, but I think it was down from last year a little bit. But it's a legitimate company. It has a good website and everything. And whenever you have that FDA approval of phase 2, that's huge. That's huge. So obviously a phase 3 would be even better. But I'm looking to go. If I'm looking to go long, I mean, this is a stock that I would like to make a true investment. Like if I could hold on into this stock until phase 3, because the phase 2 results, if you read the report, they look promising. They look promising. I think they said one particular patient had a remission after taking that drug, had a remission in their cancer for over 1 year.
Wow.
So I mean, I'm a person who works in the medical field, so that's pretty good results.
Of
right
course,
there. So
yeah.
That's why
that's huge, man.
Yeah, that's why they were able to move to phase 2. So I mean, it hadn't for some weird reason that news is not loaded up onto a lot of outlets. Like I don't even see it on TV. If I hadn't been looking on OTC markets, I wouldn't even found it. So I think once more people put eyes on it, I think it's going to have another run tomorrow. So, I mean, is it looking at the RSI? Is it oversold?
Well, on the daily chart, it's not oversold on the daily chart. On the lower time frames, when you move down to the hourly and whatnot, yes, it is oversold, but that's based on what happened today. So that should be expected. But on the daily chart, overall, looking at the stock, which is what a lot of OTC traders look at, you're fine. You're absolutely just fine. This is exactly what the stock needed, and it's ripe for building upon what just happened today. GBSN had the approval yesterday, ran again today. I have no doubt that OXIS should also benefit on having a 2-day run in the stock as well. So as you know, we'll see. Hopefully, this news continues to spread out throughout the trading world, and we have a great open tomorrow in OXIS.
Yeah, and I see Ashley talking about TXTM. Yeah, I'm not one of those guys who only calls in when the stock is up. I also talk about my stock when it's down. So, yeah, TXTM is down right now. But like I said earlier on my previous call, it's a long hold. I expected this type of fluctuation. I mean, I think a lot of the stockholders were disappointed at what the CEO had to say, and they wanted something now. But he gave us something that's going to take maybe a month up until May 15th until we see some results from that. So yeah, I'm still standing by TXTM. I'm holding until May 15th, and I expect to see big things from it. But of course, do your research. I'm not telling anybody to get into it. That's just my opinion.
All right,
but appreciate it, Sal, and like I said, thanks for all the advice you've given me. It certainly has helped. I'm still not there yet. Started trading in January, but if I keep watching your show, I'll keep getting better, man. Appreciate it.
Thank you 601. Yeah, you can't happen to watch this show and not get better in trading. You just can't. If you're a beginner and you're taking some L's at the beginning, that's to be expected. But over the course of time, you're gonna find out what you like to trade, how to trade, the resources you need to get better, and you will get better. I've always said that to people. Just give me a couple episodes and I will do what I can to make you a much better a trader, the way I can. All right. Yeah, I'm not like the other guys. I don't have a kid or a DVD or a bunch of other shit to try to get some money off of you. At the end of the day, I love to promote stocks, but there are little things you can learn from me as well as other people in the chat room, from the Discord room and whatnot, that you can use to get better. Somebody talked about SAENF. Who brought that up here? SAENF. Dominic. Well, what's going on with SAENF, man? 15 cents up, almost 10 times its average volume. Solar Alliance Energy. Don't know what's going on with it, man. So you let me know why you missed out on that 200% move. All right. Yeah, there are almost 10,000 stocks that trade over the counter. So almost actually bigger than the NASDAQ. So you can't miss them all. You can't get them all. Excuse me. 204. You're on the air. What's up?
Hey, how's it going? Just got your show there live, and it's a very interesting show. I actually got a swoop here from another chat room, but that's okay. That's besides the point. Really interesting group you have here, and lots of interesting stocks, and this is very new to me. For these cheap penny stocks, I'm typically dealing with something that's a little bit more, $5, $6, $7 to $10 range. Sure. But very open-minded. I was just a quick question for you. How do I good stock? What is your suggestion? Where could I be able to find some of these great penny stocks? Where could I start some research and do some kind of backstory on some of these stocks?
Sure. Well, I mean, these stocks trade over the counter, and the number one site where these stocks are listed is OTC Markets, which is the name of the venue where they trade. So OTCmarkets.com is the website. You can be able to trade, type in their tickers, learn about obviously where the company is located, read recent documentation that has been submitted, financials, 10Qs, 10Ks, and whatnot. These are all companies that, for the most part, are sketchy somewhat. They're new companies. Yes. Many of them well undercapitalized. Many of them are well capitalized, but just doing poorly. You've got a lot of names that if you've been trading the NASDAQ or the Dow, you might recognize, but have for whatever reason been delisted and now trade over the counter. So, this exchange offers a lot of opportunity, but a lot of risk. And for somebody who's good at timing or just willing to be a little bit patient, you can make some some pretty good capital here.
I'm mostly doing day trading, and I may haven't really made any profitable trades, and I had some money tied up between the accounts. I was actually going to call one trade today. I was going to put some money in. Thought I had the money in, and I was calling at CYCC.
Okay.
Yeah, I would have made a quick couple grand here, but of course I didn't have the cash, so almost started crying after.
I'm curious on CYCC though. Do you think this is going to be a multiple day run? I mean, you got a lot of people trapped up there at the high who got unfortunately caught off guard there. But is this the high of the week? Okay.
You know what? I couldn't tell you if this is the high. I mean, this is what they're calling, and that it may continue tomorrow. But it's anybody's guess, right? But it had pretty good volume happening today. But
huge volume.
You got a really awesome show. I love your show. I just tuned in.
Appreciate it, man.
Looks really interesting, and as soon as I make some cash, you'll be happy to get something donated.
Appreciate it, man. Thanks for the call, bro.
Thanks, man. Yeah, take care.
Yes, indeed. So thank you, 204, for the call, man. But yeah, I mean, look, I just want to continue to introduce people to pennies, man. The more people who can bring in, the more liquidity, and the better the exchange. Get some of these shady characters diluted out of here. By bringing in more responsible capital. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. OWCP, Milo, I don't know what's going on with OWCP now. It's been cooling off. OWCP, if you guys remember, this is the Israeli marijuana play that ran. Again, this is another stock that ran from, the doubles all the way to as high as $3. Actually, $3.25 or so? This was another company that, if you go back to November, December, this is a stock that traded at 8 cents a share. From 8 cents all the way to $3.40 in a matter of anywhere between 96 to 97 days. All right, 96 to 97 days. All right, incredible return. Incredible return on OWCP. Is Pink Sheet the same stock as OTC? Yeah, Pink Sheet. Yeah, PinkSheets.com became OTC Markets. Yeah, they used to be called the Pink Sheets. All right. And that's why you have different levels within OTC. You have OTC Pink, which used to be called the Pink Sheets, then OTC QB, which is a slightly higher standard, and then the highest standard, which is OTC QX, where that's the highest level of transparency, but you just don't have the volume at that level to really make those tradable intraday anyway. GIGL. GIGL cooling off here on GIGL, but again, this is a stock that, as we talked about, you're kind of looking at this long term, right? This is you're gonna have to kind of take it on the chin here at GIGL, cooling off in between them putting out news, and then obviously the news, good news eventually becomes old news, and old news, unfortunately, you kind of end up losing some enthusiasm with that, and that's exactly what's happening with GIGL. The last recent big news for them was the Tia Mori sign up at getting her as a spokesperson. That was almost a couple days now. So capital, flowing out of GIGL into some other things, and right now it's hugging this 20-day moving average. So I expect the stock to hit that and bounce off of it and continue its range higher. If it's a stock that you've been looking to get into, you might have an opportunity here in the next day or two. 612, you're on the air. What's up?
Hey, ¿qué pasa, hermano? It's the Dollar Pimp.
Hey, what's up, Dollar Pimp?
This is my second time calling, and I'm good to see you well. And I had just 2 questions, and I was going to try and get out of here, that damn nigga, when I'm done. I'm checking out that bingo, that BLTO.
Yeah, man, people keep laughing at that stock, man, but that stock is up, almost 80. We actually got to $2 in the stock.
Yes, sir. I got in at $1.50.
Yep.
So, question was, I took in an order. I was doing like Mr. Anthony and got in on that BAYP, that Bayport.
Okay.
And what happens when an order doesn't get filled and it was canceled? I mean, I was trying to buy and short some shares, but my order didn't get filled. Is it because on limit orders I have to
Oh, this is
change my bid.
Let me see here. All right, so what was the price you filled it at? Or I mean, you tried to get in at?
0001.
Okay. All right, so it didn't get filled. I do see the stock is now at 0002. So that's probably the only reason why I didn't get filled is, it doubled up on you. I mean, it's at 0002 now. And then because of that, I see your order wasn't filled. So, you kind of missed the boat on that. But I have a feeling you'll probably be able to get that chance again. It's been kind of going back and forth between 0002, 0001. I think you're going to get another chance at that.
Okay, muchas gracias, hermano. Scared money don't make no money.
There it is, man. Appreciate it. Thanks for the call, man.
Ciao.
All right, so get out of here,
you damn nigga.
All right, that's for him. That's for him. All right. 614, you're on the air. What's up?
Hey, Sal, how you doing, man?
Hey, what's up, man?
I'm good. I got a question for you, man. How do you scan the stocks? What do you use to do all of that?
All right, so for scan, I'm biased. I use Equity Feed. Equity Feed, you can get 2 weeks free. It's a software that allows you to scan and create scans that allow you to find out what's hot in the market intraday or over a period of time, from anywhere between 5 to 200, 250 days. But yes, I use Equity Feed. You can sign up at equityfeed.com, get 2 weeks free. More than enough people have been able to make that, $100 they need to keep the service within the 2 weeks that you can use it for free. But there are a bunch of different other scanners out there. There is, what else is out there right now? I think off the top of my head, who else has a scanner? I think TC2000. Most brokers have a built-in scanner. Obviously, they're not as great. But, again, I'm biased, and I think Equity Feed is by far the best.
Okay, I got you. I think on Thursday I heard Alex call in about E-Trade, and he used the website, and he said it's terrible. But what I did is I called E-Trade customer service. I said, man, I can't use this website. I need E-Trade Pro. And they gave it to me. They give me access to it.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, sometimes, these brokers, they want to make money. They want you, they make money by commissions, and they want you to trade. So sometimes just calling up and asking, you're going to get what you want. And a lot of people think, well, I don't have, the 250,000. I don't need, all that bullshit. Call them up, say, hey, look, if you guys want to keep me as a company, I need, as a client, I need this product, because I need to be able to start making money, using your platform. Or I'm going to take my money and go somewhere else where I can be more successful. And they're going to allow you to use that platform if it means you staying and trading, because that's how they make money, through your commissions.
That's exactly what I told them. Could you take a look at this ticker BRKK, see what's going on with that?
All right. So BRKK is an OTC construction supplies company. I'm curious, what put this on the map for you? What is it like? What is it you like?
I mean, I signed up for some newsletter, and it's this guy that was sending them out is I usually keep a track of what he's sending out, and it normally makes progress. Okay. So I'm kind of new to this, but I jumped in just to see what's going on.
Okay.
So I get in a bit small just to see what's going on.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, this one is kind of been, a little all over the map a little bit, as you can see here on the chart, but that's just because volume hasn't been, the greatest in the stock here. Only about 200,000 shares, 300 average, only 200,000 traded today. But, for the most part, I see here starting off January at 15 cents or so, now at 31 cents. So you're up almost 100% since January. The stock is slowly, going through some things. So if you're in a little bit, and so far it's looking good. And we'll see what develops out of BRKK. But I don't know too much else about the company besides the industry it's in. So as, you continue to stay longer in the stock, definitely bring us more news about it.
Okay, man. Thank you very much.
Appreciate it. Thank you, man. 614, bringing us BRKK. construction play. And speaking of construction, a couple of hours ago, we just got a little bit of a hint of Trump's what he calls a $2 trillion construction bill or infrastructure bill. All right. So interesting news about that. Let me see here. AMX. All right. So, yeah, this is a really interesting play there. 734, you're on the air. What's up?
Hey, Chief, how's it going?
Hey, what's going on?
Just, hi, am I live?
Yes, you are. Live on the air.
Oh, all right, Chief. How's it going? This is Dre, man. I'm calling from Michigan.
What's up, man?
Hey, I was just calling you, man. First of all, I was wanting to thank you. I'm pretty new to this right now, and I'm just trying to get as much, leeway and trying to figure out what I need to do and how to do it. And I watched a couple of your videos out that you had posted previously. I had checked you out, and I just noticed that you had the show on.
Mm-hmm.
And I was wanting to inquire about, when you mostly invested in the penny stocks.
Right.
What I had noticed was that I didn't really have much money to start with, first of all, and I had made a mistake of trying to invest in the company that's pretty much already capped off for, Warren Buffett done already bought all the shares to, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, I got you.
But I'm trying to get more leeway as far as I see some of the stocks that's pretty much something to look forward to as far as in the future as well, as upstart companies.
Yeah.
And I was wondering as far as what type of literature or websites I can go to find out about these companies more. I've been on a few, and it's always like they want to keep the prize in the treasure box and don't really want to just flat out tell you. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Well, first and foremost, I would lead you to try to join us in our Discord room. Now,
okay.
Are you following us right now in the chat? Do you have the chat set up over there?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so one of the guys will post up the Discord link, and I want you to join us in there. So sign up for that. These are obviously OTC stocks, and not to be too personal, but how much do you have to trade right now? Just curious.
Right now, I'm invested. I got like $100 in.
Okay.
And I traded out of a few of the big company stocks because, I got to start off small.
Right. Yeah.
I noticed that. That was the first mistake I made.
Sure.
I can only buy 2 shares into this, but it's not moving. So I'm seeing why, people would rather invest in an up-and-coming company or invest in penny stocks, which I'm seeing that's what I'm going to have to do at this very moment, because I really don't have much money to work with. But,
yeah. I mean, trading those more expensive stocks with that amount of money isn't going to work. And while you continue to build your resources up so you can have a lot more to trade with, I would again get into the Discord room, start learning exactly how to trade, what to look for. Websites like OTCmarkets.com could be your best friend of doing some research regarding some of these small penny stock companies. I have a video where I talk about getting yourself a dummy email account, signing up to some penny stock promotional material. So just kind of being able to understand the language of the over-the-counter market and how these companies can be manipulated and how they trade and how they go in cycles, you know what I'm saying? Really understanding the language of the marketplace. But I think right now you're at the point where you just kind of need to get some information, and I would get into the Discord room so you can get that information. All right?
Okay, thanks a lot.
Appreciate it, man. Thanks for the call, bro.
All right.
Thank you. Yes, indeed. So, yeah, you just need to get the information. Just need to get for information. Let me see here. I know I got the Discord link. 1 second here. Let me get that Discord link. And for those of you guys who are watching who aren't in there, there it is right there. Boom. There's the Discord link. I'll post that up again. I know the Discord room is getting bigger and bigger and bigger. But we've got a lot of resources for you in there. Another favorite website of mine, investorshangout.com. Shout out to Joe and David from investorshangout.com. If it wasn't for them, and this show probably wouldn't even be possible because they really, were instrumental in continuing this show. When I thought I had lost all hope, at one point when my graphics card fried, and they were really huge help. They were really huge help. I thought I was going to have to spend a whole bunch of money on another rig and all that crap. But they got me the guidance I needed and helped me out. All right. So investorshangout.com, that's another great site for OTC traders. But definitely join us in the Discord room. Definitely. Josiah, you talking about Moloff? I'd like to know, Josiah, what are you? Moloff. Molari Energy is the company. Let me see here. Molari Energy, MOLOF. Here's another company that, slowly but surely working its way higher. This is a long-term play. This is not necessarily something that overnight's going to give you 100% on your money. As you can see, it's been up since December, January. Wow. Look at this. If you go back to November, you're at 7 cents a share. Now you're at 39 cents a share. So you're up almost 400% in the span of 4 months in Molari Energy. Low volume. I do see the low volume. Yeah, only 90,000 shares traded regularly here in MOLF. But you've got volume. And, for a stock that's building over time and creating a story for itself, as you can see here, the volume has been building month after month. March has definitely been a lot better. March was a lot better than February, and February was a lot better than January. So volume is coming into the play. The market is recognizing what's going on here. So you let me know, Josiah, what the story is here. Trump's deregulation owns many oil wells around U.S. and Canada. Okay. Deregulation is a huge push right now. All right. What's going on, Africa Emporium? Yeah. Yes, indeed. PSID is being manipulated. Let's see here. PSID. PSID, no. It doesn't look like it's being manipulated. One moment here. Wow, this thing is so depressed. Let me see here. PSID. It doesn't look like it's being manipulated, but I'll tell you one thing. If PSID gets to the 0001s, which actually it did today. Wow. If it gets to the 0001s again, I'm going to pick some up. I'm going to pick some up of PSID if it gets to the 0001s again. Just for shit and giggles. I mean, you can't lose when you're at 0001. There's nowhere, you can't go any lower than that. So, $50 or $100 at 0001, and just kind of let it swing. But the stock is just so heavily diluted. But again, we got some other stocks that we can take a look and say the same thing, but continue to rant. You look at PSID and you look at another stock like Strikeforce and whatnot. They still have as many shares outstanding too. Very similar setup. ACall was at one time one of our favorites here in the chat room. Nobody's talking about ACall, but I love the way ACall here is bleeding, these sellers out. I'm hoping we can get back to that 1 cent or 0.0178 support level. And if we're going to continue to use that as support, and I'm going to see how long it's going to be able to hang out there. And ACall, as you can see here, this is the recent run in ACall in March, late March. We had, like a 2-day move where it went from that, that support at that 00 or 0.0168 to a high of 0.0 to 2 cents, to basically 2 cents. Practically doubled your money in 2 days. It's now bleeding off those sellers, coming back down to that support and A call. I'm watching that one. I am watching that one. All right. GBSN among some other ones that didn't have as much volume though. Africa Emporium. What's going on, Henry Ramos? Let me see here. IGC, India Globalization. Yeah, don't know too much about this India Globalization Fund. But again, this is another stock that, you know, another beautiful run. I mean, 30 cents to a high of 76 cents in a span of 25 days, which was IGC. You caught it really on the daily chart. And wow, the beautiful run here. Look at that. That's a beautiful looking setup there on IGC. Beautiful RSI setup back in December. Got really, really low on the RSI. But the volume really started coming in over the last month and a half in IGC. 4% down on the stock today. Closed at 57 cents a share. 4 million shares traded here. So IGC is still well in play. And, you know, you're still above the 4 and 8 exponential moving average. I just hate the fact that you've got a lot of people stuck up there at 80 cents a share. I mean, that's, you know, you got a lot of people trapped up there. Again, I'm not sure how many shares traded. Well, I do know 4 million shares, but I don't know how many individual trades. So you do have some people in IGC stuck up there that are going to create your wall in this stock tomorrow. So we'll see whether or not that buying momentum can overstain that. Yeah, talked about CYCC. What happened? We'll see what happens with that. GTXO. Yeah, GTXO. Let me see here. GTXO is interesting because as we look at here on this daily chart, the 4 and 8 is telling you to stay in this stock after what it crossed over there on the 20th, and it's been doing so far so good. And GTXO, another OTC play, 4 million shares traded. The average was about 3.4, so you got just enough slowly building coming into the stock here. As you can see here, beautiful green, large green candles of volume that are maintaining and sustaining this momentum in GTXO. So nothing crazy, no 100, 200% swings here. This is just beautiful volume on volume on volume building GTXO. All right, let me find out a little bit more of this stock right here. As we can see here, since the 20th of March, building up this stock, GTXO, also known as GTX Corp, the leader in real-time miniaturized GPS tracking and personal location services. So it looks like they make some kind of miniature GPS devices for individuals, products, as well as vehicles. All right. Looks like they've also been on CNN, Fox News, and also some local news outlets I'm seeing here. So GTX Corp, looks like we've got an actual business here building products and developing services. GTXO, thanks for that. Thank you for that. Mylon Davis, you said you did some research on IGC. Give me a call, man. Tell me what you got. Let us know what's going on with IGC. When is marijuana going to bust open? I don't know, man. You know, before this administration came in the door, we were all gung-ho about marijuana. Now, you know, there's a little bit of anxiety out there. But as I mentioned earlier, the industry is still growing exponentially, and you've still got a lot of companies that are positioned to take advantage of it. You know, a lot of legitimate businesses out there. including MJNA and hemp and buds, BUDZ. Canopy Growth, by the way, that Canadian company took a shit today, Canopy Growth. They took a huge shit today. One of my favorites is this stock here on the board, SRNA. They're not a marijuana grower, but they specialize in the ventilation, heating, and cooling that you need to maintain your marijuana farm. They are the one-stop shop for growers learning how to maintain or looking for machines and services to maintain the growth in their farms. SRNA is a long-term play that I promoted a while back, sold off, and now it is recovering. And this is a stock that I'm in long term. All right, SRNA. Legitimate company, by the way. Legitimate company. Real products and services. You can go to their website. You can see they actually are doing something. All right. FME. I'm not familiar with FME. I don't see any OTC stocks. FME. VDRM. Via Derma. All right, so Via Derma, don't see anything happening right now. The stock went nowhere today. 10 million shares traded today, though. Solid volume in the play, but nothing going on right now. You are at, let me see here. So the stock came back down. So, yeah, you let me know what's going on with VDRM right now. You're below 50 on the RSI. Here's the daily chart, by the way. So if you're looking to get in, it's probably now's the time in VDRM. You got some support at these levels. Could crack down to the ones, but we'll see what happens on that one. Yeah, I mean, day trading is hard. That's why I again, take some time to learn how to trade. But don't hesitate to go for a couple of days. You don't have to, be a Tim Sykes or what's that guy from Warrior Trading, all that. It's okay to hold for a couple of days. It's okay to, find stocks that are played out and that nobody likes and that you can take positions in and hold for some time. All right, and it's okay to buy promotions. Promotions are kicking ass right now. A lot of stocks we're talking about are promos besides the FDA stuff. It's okay to buy promos. I buy promos all the time. I love promos. I love, that volume, seeing that volume come up and playing off that. Yes, indeed. As I mentioned earlier in several different chat rooms, whether it be the Discord or the Twitter, BLTO. BLTO. I told you the day it came out, hey, this is going to be the stock. It was at $1 a share. The stock had like 4,000 in volume. Now the stock is putting on hundreds of thousands of dollars in volume. And it got to about 2-something, 210, 212 for the day in BLTO. Do I think STEV will take off? If it's been promoted before, it will be promoted again. All right. If it's been promoted before, I can almost guarantee you it will be promoted again. One stock I'm looking at right now that nobody's talking about, BTCS. BTCS slowly, had a 16% day today. And BTCS, the Bitcoin play. All right, I think BTCS is leveled out. I'm in it. I got into the stock today, BTCS. I like the support that I have here at 5 cents a share. And I'm hoping that it's going to hold this and I'm going to be able to build off this. This is a stock that, a month ago, we were talking about 33, 34 cents. Now we're at a nickel and have, several days of support here. So I'm trying to see whether or not we can build off that. BTCS is the stock. I'm still watching what the Bitcoin dollar is doing. If you look at Bitcoin dollar, Bitcoin is recovering. Bitcoin had pulled back a little bit off of recent highs. So BTCS is a stock I'm looking at. XTRN, XTRN is one I started the show about earlier. I love the whole, the LA Raiders, LV or Las Vegas Raiders and the whole thing that's going on with that. I think that's something that the stock can play into in the future. Las Vegas by Express. It's supposedly a train that they're trying to develop coming from Las Vegas to LA, or actually from LA to Vegas. And look, it's a great idea. It's something that can play off really well on the pump side, and I think it'll be pumped again, and that's why I went on that one. I'm in that long. 704, you're on the air. SPCL is another one.
Alex.
Hey, Alex, what's up, man?
Not much, man. Hey, can you explain to me how does margin work? Because on Friday, I went and looked on my E-Trade account, and I saw that there was money on my account.
Mm-hmm.
Then I bought like $700 worth of USRM, and I called E-Trade because I wanted to know how to do a stop loss. And they were like, "Oh, by the way, you're on margin. You're using up $1,000 and something worth of margin." Hell, what the hell does that mean?
Mm-hmm.
You borrowing money. I'm like, what? So, anyways, I went long on the stock, and then I put a stop loss, and it kicked me out basically because I was too afraid to lose that money. I didn't want to lose money that is not mine. You know what I mean?
Sure. Yeah, I mean, that margin is basically borrowed capital, man. So if you deposit $5,000 in E-Trade, you get another $5,000 in margin, and that's tradable money. I mean, you can go in up to $10,000 in the stock, even though you've only got $5,000 in the account. So the fact that you were using, go ahead.
But they just give that to you.
Oh yeah. I mean, if you qualify for that margin account, they just give that to you. It's typically double of it's the same amount of what you put in. So if you put in 1,000, you get 1,000 of margin. And
I got 2,500.
All right.
Cash.
So you got another 2,500 of margin, and that's typically to allow you to get in and out of trades with unsettled funds. So that just kind of gets around the whole not having to wait 3 days to settle for you to be able to get into another position with that capital. So they don't actually, they don't expect you to go in $5,000 in one stock. It's just for you to say, okay, I only have 2,500. I'm only going to be using 2,500. But as I use that, I'm not waiting for those, for those stocks to settle as I move in and out of stocks.
Yeah, because that's why I didn't make any money. I made like $10 on USRM when I was kicked out because I was too afraid to lose that money.
Right.
And as I read in different articles, if you're afraid, you're not going to make money. And surely enough, it happened.
Yeah, I never ever rarely use my margin. I mean, unless maybe it's a stock that I'm promoting and I know I'm going to make some money on, or it's a stock that hey, it's about to make a killing. And you take some risk, but it's not one where you want to gamble on,
Mm-hmm. So I played it safe. I didn't want to risk that. I didn't want to risk it.
Right.
I only made $10. Well, fuck it. Hey, listen, and the other thing that I want to tell you guys, listen, I was always told that I should buy blue chips.
Fuck
so
that,
most of my money, most of my $2,500 is on blue chips.
Mm-hmm.
Hell, I'm not making any money. I'm losing money like crazy.
Yeah.
While I did a little, I played a little, I played on USRM, at the beginning of last week, and I made money. So fuck that shit. That shit is not true. Blue chips, yeah, you may be able to make money, but hell, I've been sitting on those damn things for almost 2 months, and I'm losing. So, penny stocks, that's the way to go, man.
There it is.
Mm-hmm. All right, man.
Appreciate it, man. Thank you. Look, I mean, people can say, well, look, at the end of the day, I understand the Coca-Colas of the world, the GMs of the world. Yes, they are the stocks most likely to be there, 50, 100 years from now. We get that. But, look, if I want to make $1,000 or $20,000, if I want to really have a sincere opportunity to make 6 figures, 5 figures, 4 figures, this year, in a year or two, unless maybe you're an all-star options trader, then you got to look at pennies, man. You got to look at pennies. Or maybe, you know, you get yourself caught up in a buyout, or then I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I don't know what to tell people, man, you know, but I used to be that guy who, you know, who had $1,000 and thought buying shares of Walmart and Verizon was going to work. You know, I just found myself losing my ass, selling always for a loss, always. And if I got a gain, the gain was like $6, $7. You know, look, I don't want to have gray hair for me to be able to look into my trading account and see 6 figures. I don't want to wait that long when so many people, all right, so many people, not millions of people, but a lot of people are able to find themselves into these small over-the-counter traded companies, then end up, you know, developing a service or a good and becoming legitimate businesses. And with that, you know, be able to gain several thousand% on their money. On their money. Amounts far less than I would put in a Walmart or a Verizon or something like that. You know? Oh, yeah, man. I just think do a little bit of research. And then people who continue to say these stocks are, and that's fine. I'm cool. Continue to call this you know, part of the world a scam. That's fine with me. I'm going to keep trading these stocks. They're fun. They're exciting. They don't require a lot of money. And sure, you win, and sure, you lose. That's just part of trading. What's up, Jag B? ASCK
Man
is a
screen said, "What do you mean? What did it do?"
What the hell is that? Oh, is that the? Okay, so I think we got somebody in the chat room who's using one of those services where it uses like the voice thing. Okay, hold on. I think it's in the Discord room, right? My bad. I had the Discord thing up. I don't know if you guys heard that or not. You probably didn't, but with the Foos videos, yeah. I don't. I can get you that Voos thing in a second. I'll get you the Foos videos in a second. You say you want to be an all-star options trader? Yeah, options is fun, but it's just the whole like time value and watching the shit go down, and your timing has to be like perfect, man. Yeah, somebody's using one of those services where, you know, for those people who have disabilities, but they can, you know, verbalize it and it'll type it for them. Shout out to whoever's doing that, man. Much respect. I appreciate you watching my show. FNRC, First NRG Group. Yeah, I don't know too much about this one. First NRG Group. Yeah, I don't know too much about this one. There are a lot of these 000s and whatnot that you can get into. All right, these OTC Pink 000 plays. Some are a lot better than others. All right, some are a lot better than others. Let me see here. That you can get into. Let me see here. What happened to Celine? Celine Automotive. You guys remember Celine Automotive? For those of you guys who, you know, are late 80s babies, 90s babies, you might remember Steve Celine. And he still has a partnership with Ford Motor Company. He's still putting out those Ford Mustangs, you know, Celine editions, which, by the way, are badass cars. And this is the stock. It still trades, you know, at 0002 SLNN. You know, but the stock doesn't do shit. And I don't know when it will do some shit. You know, but you know, Celine Automotive, yeah, it's kind of one of those stocks that just like, you know, Steve Celine and his, better have 200 likes. Yeah, man. Yeah, go ahead and like this video, man. For those of you guys who haven't liked it, go ahead and like this, man. You got 200 people in here enjoying the show. You need the How to Make Millions. Let me see here if I got. Let me see here. Tim Sykes, How to Make Millions. Here it is right here. Booyah. There's the How to Make Millions link. And then somebody asked for the Foose, Cameron Foose's play. Let me see, Cameron Foose. I think we have that one somewhere too. All right, before I put these stocks out here, and we're going to get out of here for the day. Obviously, we know what the stocks are to watch tomorrow. GBSN, the biggest leader among OTCs today, as well as INNL. I didn't see anybody bring up Cali. Obviously, Cali, another very dirt cheap OTC play. Now at 285. At 285. Here's the chart. I mean, this is a stock that shitted on itself back in March. All right, this time back in March. And again, low on the RSI, man. This was just a pure RSI takeover on Cali. And sure enough, man, you know, the market just really, really loved it. We'll see how that continues to do tomorrow, although I don't expect it to continue to run as aggressively as it did today. Nice play on Cali. TGC, here's another one. TGC, 70, almost 80% gain today. The day's high was 80 cents. The day's high was 80 cents, closed at 70 cents. So you got some people stuck up there, but for the most part, bearish stock that took off today. That just took off today. All right, so here's the Foose. Here's Cameron Foose DVD. There it is right there. PURA. Yep, that's going to be another one to watch tomorrow, too. I wasn't watching Pura. Pura is a stock that we watched here on the show back to start off the year. This is a stock that went from, you know, a penny a share to as high as 9 cents a share and cooled off. All right, cooled off substantially, by the way, settling to almost 2 and then taking off today. But PURA was another one that, you know, ran really, really aggressively. And if I remember, PURA, didn't they try to do some kind of marijuana? Because I see here they were running during the election. And if you look at a lot of marijuana stocks, they all were running during that time based on the votes and whatnot. But PURA, huge run early in the year. All right. Not a problem. Appreciate it, man. All right, so I think I put that out there, right? Okay, yeah, I did. All right, so that's the Foose DVD. Let me see here. RNN. All right, RNNN. Yep, there it is, another one. Man, beautiful chart. Look at that. Look, this is a beautiful multiple day setup. Look at that, man. All right, and again, here's your entry was this right here. Look at that beautiful bullish engulfing pattern. Literally swallows up the whole month before it. That's your entry right there. You know, here was another one on the 27th. All right, it's just swallowing multiple days. That's your entry. You see candlestick like that, man, you jump in, and sure enough, over the corresponding days, a slight pullback, but for the most part, you know, got some people getting those dip buys and building the stock up. RNNN, beautiful month of March, starting off April just right. All right, closed near the high of the day, which was 66 cents. Stock closed at 64 cents. Stock closed at 64 cents. All right, so watch those DVDs. I mean, you're going to learn all the stuff that we're talking about. Hopefully what we're talking about doesn't sound like a foreign language. I know some of you guys might be new. But watch those DVDs, kind of catch up. Catch us in the Discord room. All right, there are going to be some guys here after the show in the Discord room. I will be back on the air tomorrow. I missed Monday, obviously, for the national championship. But we're going to be here. I'm going to be here every day this week. Every day this week. Following the stocks that we are all talking about, ladies and gentlemen. Loving it. all this new energy right now in the OTC markets. All right. Don't follow AMD too much anymore, but AMD not bad. PPHM, 63 cents a share. That looks like we're cooling down a little bit, though. Kind of got me scared there. 225, you're on the air. What's up?
What's up, Sal? This is Q, first time caller.
All right, what's up, Q?
How you doing, man? I'm a beginner, and I just got a couple questions.
Okay.
The first question: what do you think about this drive? What do you think was going on with this, man?
Drys, DRYS?
Yes, DR.
Right.
Yes.
So, look, Drys is we all have a love-hate relationship. We have a love-hate relationship with Drys, man. And, look, I was laughing, to the bank. What was that? Almost a week and a half ago, about a week ago in Drys. We thought it was going to continue to build off that. The stock hit the 200-day moving average and just, shitted on itself here on the hourly chart. But for the most part, man, I mean, the stock just can't take off, man. It just can't take off. It's not even necessarily diluted. It's just, you got a lot of people who've been burned before. You've got a lot of people who are anxious and, not really giving it a chance to get off. But, the stock doesn't necessarily put out as much news as it used to. Can it run again? Yes. Stocks that are ran before will run again. But right now, the timing is fucking up a lot of people. So right now, if you're looking to get into Drys, at 123 right now, some people may say this is your best bet right now. Over the last 2 days, this is probably where you want to be in. But, now it could crack lower. We could be talking 115, 110 in the next couple of days in Drys. That's the risk here.
Yeah, they've been. Well, I saw the little news. They saying if they go under $1, they might end up doing a reverse split.
There it is, man. And they've done it before. I mean, Drys did a reverse split. When it touched $1. That's so we could see more shares being taken off the table. The float getting even lower. That could help or hurt things, depending on how high they come out of that reverse split. So we'll see.
Oh, yeah, they hit the all-time new low for, 121, I think, or something like that?
Yep, 121 was that was the 52-week low on Drys. So we'll see. I mean, I've seen in the chat room people talking that Drys was going to buy tops. I have yet to see a reputable article on that.
Yeah, I thought that too.
Yeah, so I want to see like a reputable article, maybe a marketwatch.com or something like that. Somebody bringing that up. Drys. Let me just Google it. Buying tops.
So yeah, they had a news article where they was adding like 6 more vessels and stuff like that. And it's been good news, but they said the shareholders are they nervous right now.
Yeah, see, it's a Seeking Alpha. A Seeking Alpha article is dry ships planning to buy tops, and that's Seeking Alpha is notorious for guys who got a little bit of skills in writing, creating all kind of bull crap to drive certain stocks higher or lower. So yeah, I wouldn't trust Seeking Alpha until I see a reputable website bring it up. Then we know there could be some legitimacy to it.
Okay, so one more question: the reverse split, would you, if you had one stock that's about to do a reverse split, would you sell or would you keep?
Oh, sell! Heck yeah, man! I mean, you're getting your shares. Sell that, man. Obviously, sell that. I mean, the value of your shares will be going down more than likely. You'll invite shorters. So, man. If you're in a stock and they announce a reverse split, sell. I mean, that alone, you're probably going to end up selling a little bit into a loss because, going into the market open, you're already going to be, facing some selling, heavy selling, at the market open based on that news alone. So you want to be able to determine that ahead of time. A lot of these stocks that trade under $1 on, venues like the NASDAQ or the NYSE, that's always a risk with them. So being able to determine where they are in the compliance process in terms of having to comply with that 180-day $1 minimum is something you got to know.
Okay. Well, all right. I appreciate the man. Appreciate the show. I'm still learning. Your show is very educational and stuff like that, man. So I appreciate you, bro.
Appreciate it, man. Thanks for the call. All right. Thank you, guys. So I'm going to wrap up the show here. Yeah, man. You know, let's go ahead and get these likes up to 200, man. Well, we're at 192 now. But get my likes up, man. Get my likes up. You watching this on your phone? You watching this on your computer? Go ahead and like this video right now. I can't even tell what my likes are at because I'm looking at the streaming part of it. Let me see here. What do you guys see in terms of number of likes? How many likes do I have on this video right now? 191. All right. You said stay a little bit longer. You guys know, I used to do 5-hour streams daily. 5-hour streams daily, you know. But let's not kill it too much here. All right. We've talked about damn near everyone that's running right now. I'll be back tomorrow. And again, loving the new energy in here, seeing a lot of new people, a lot of old faces. What's up, 3 Hooks? Cool Cat Beats, what's up, man? Ain't seen you in a minute, bro. 404, you on the air, what's up?
What's up, Sal? It's Main Single. Hey, can you do one more stop before you close it out for me? It's EARK.
EARK.
Yeah, they got a uplisting to NASDAQ. Supposed to be and OTC QX, I believe.
Okay. So ERK.
No, ERK. Yeah.
ERK, EcoArk Holdings. So they're going to be uplisting to the NASDAQ. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay. So yeah, it's an OTCQX company, and OTCQX has always been that level where they're kind of trying out for the NASDAQ or Dow, whichever they get out at. When did they release that news that they're looking to get uplisted here?
I got a text and I got an email from I think they be small cap firm.
Okay. All right.
I believe from small cap firm.
All right.
They was representing it. What do you call it? I can't remember the word. You always, because you do it.
Promote it?
Promote.
Okay.
Yeah, they was promoting it. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So EARK, and we're talking about the stock at $4.50, right?
Right.
Okay.
Correct.
All right. 200,000 shares traded. I don't see that news on their news site, but again, I understand if they're working with a promoter, they can give him news a little bit early. So.
Right, and then it might be a lie too, so ain't no telling.
Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, but the stock is doing pretty well here. 4% gain today in the stock, relatively above average volume on the stock. So something's going on here over the last couple of days in the stock. So we'll continue to watch ERAK. But call me back about this if we start seeing a big move here.
Okay, I'll do that.
Appreciate it, man.
Thanks, Sal.
All right. Thank you, Masingle. Appreciate that, man. All right. Oh, actually, that was the wrong one. I wanted to play the Jordan. Yes. I wanted to play the Jordan one. There it is. Yes. Thank you. Appreciate it. 204 likes. Yes. All-time high, man. This is an all-time high. Appreciate it. Yeah. Yes, indeed. All right. MSTX, well, MSTX has burned us, man. I see somebody talking about MSTX. MSTX kind of burned us. We were in MSTX, months and months ago. And we never were able to really get what we wanted out of MSTX. As you can see here, the stock dumped from 60 cents. Some of us in the chat room were a part of that. And we really got burned down on that. 646, you on the air. What's up?
Good evening, Sal. Sorry to bug you again. It's Juan Perez.
No, go ahead, man.
I just heard you say something about reverse split, right? And that it wasn't such a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
But back in March, March 9th or I think March 16th, a company TVIX when they had a announcement on reverse split, and it went from $3 to something $37. So unless I'm missing something, how is that a bad thing? I'm not too familiar with reverse split.
Sure, it was TVIX. Is that what you're saying?
TVIX.
All right, so TVIX. I think you're talking about this this ETN. It's not necessarily a company. That's not that. The VIX is basically a measurement of anxiety in the marketplace. So it's not a company per se, but it's like a measurement that's used in the marketplace. If you're talking about TVIX.
TVIX. It's now trading at $34.
Yeah, I see.
So that's not a company, is that what you're saying?
Well, it's not a company per se. It's a ETN. It's an exchange traded. I forgot what the N stands for, but it has shares in multiple different small companies, but it's not a company itself. So it's a little bit different. But reverse splits typically are not good for individual companies. They typically are done for companies that are struggling financially, using to maintain compliance within, the venue they trade in, and they attract, a lot of shorters, a lot of people who are, because again, a stock that's 50 cents that does a reverse split, now it's, it has to be trading at $5, but it's still a 50-cent stock, it's going to be eaten up. So,
I see.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. And one last question. So you also mentioned something about a company getting bought out. That's a good thing, right?
Oh, of course.
When a company gets bought out.
I mean, if you are in some of these small Nasdaq companies that at trading at $2 or $3 that get bought out by a much bigger, well-capitalized firm, many times it's at multiples of 100 to 200% of the stock's current going price. So you're at a stock at $250 and the company comes in and buys it at $7 a share on a buyout. That's huge. That's huge. So that can change your portfolio overnight. Yeah.
All right. Cool, man. Thanks. Appreciate it.
Thanks a lot for the call. Yeah, man. I mean, that's everybody's dream, to get into that. If you guys remember, there was a stock, PTX. You guys remember PTX? PTX was a stock that did a reverse split, by the way. This was a stock that was, I think it got to as low as 50 cents. Got to as low as 50 cents, and the stock did a reverse split. This was back in December. Oh, actually, no, it was October. There it is. It did a 1 for 10 back in October and got itself at 3 something. All right, around like right here. Actually like right here. Yeah, 4 something, excuse me. 4 something. And now it's down to the 3s. All right, and PTX, we thought was going to be a buyout at 56, 57 cents. That buyout never came. Trading Jedi, you said TVIX is a derivative. There it is. Yeah, it's like a fear factor thing. Appreciate that, Trading Jedi. Yeah, but PTX was kind of one of those things. All right. All right, so let me get out of here because I know you guys are trying to trick me into staying for another 2.5 hours. So I'm going to get out of here. Again, another great episode. I'll be back here same time, same place tomorrow here on this show as we talk about the best tickers trading right now over the counter. All right? This is the best stock, show on YouTube for all I'm concerned. I know we got some imitators out there, but this is the best by far. All right. Always imitated, never duplicated. And you see that? That, ladies and gentlemen, is the sound of opportunity. That is the sound of opportunity, and it is knocking every single day on the over-the-counter exchange. All right? You've got to be able to open that door, take some risk here. All right? Yes, these stocks go up, they go down. That's just what it is. But put some money on the table. All right? Can't make money if you don't risk money. Can't make money if you don't risk money. All right? So we've talked about a lot of stocks today, ladies and gentlemen. Again, I'm buying. Sign up for equity feed, two weeks free. Greatest scanner on the market. Join me again tomorrow. I will be on the air. Appreciate that billionaire soon, Bruce Mason. I didn't create a list tonight. Man. We've just been jumping from stock to stock to stock. No list tonight. So everybody put their stock list up. Everybody put their list up of what's going to be hot. But, if you don't have it, again, follow us in the Discord room. There are going to be some guys in the Discord room doing a live chat like they've been doing after the show. Some of these guys stay up until 2 in the morning, man. All right. And let me get the Discord room link. Here's the Discord room link. He said the LeBron of penny stocks. That's hilarious, man. All right. Let me go ahead. Yeah, there it is right there. Yes, indeed. Appreciate that, Josiah. Call in anytime. Oh, yeah, OXIS. That's another one. GBSN. These are going to be the stocks to watch tomorrow. If you've got, we got guys already. It's only Tuesday. We had a brother call up in. He's already out of trades, man. He's already out of trades. INNL, Cali, TGC. I did see Ship. Ship was up today. And I thought Ship was going into bankruptcy. Yeah, Ship is going into bankruptcy, aren't they? I swear they announced a couple days ago they're going into bankruptcy, and sure enough, Ship up 32%. All right. Watch out for this stock right here, guys. KONE. This is a stock that's dried up, right? It's dried up recently, but KONE can move, man. KONE, right now it's only $4 a share, but this is a stock that can move, man. And that play today was very suspicious. I watched it today. It kind of burnt itself out. But watch KONE, man. That's a low float mover right there. Let me see else. Other thing else. Gale. I'm watching Gale, but Gale's disappointing us as well in the past. Gale is in. I don't know about that one. CHK is dependable, but kind of slow. But CHK been doing a lot better. Over the course of the week and a half, it's up almost $1.30 a share. One of our old favorites, CHK. Rap, okay. Rap. Yeah, Jeff Thayer, that's a good one. Rap, I like Rap. I like your play on Rap there. All right. A stock that ran a couple, weeks ago, cooled off. I like that. Another one I want to introduce you guys to, SPCL. SPCL, Solaris Power Cells. This is one that's kind of settling here. Burning through those
Man
sellers.
on screen said FOUS is good. You can usually find it on his site, or if someone here has it, torrent.
Okay. All right. So shout out to my man in the Discord room. SPCL 0046. I'm waiting for the bottom in that, by the way. Solaris Power Cell, 6 million shares traded. I'm watching that one too. GLBS. Yeah. GLBS, man. So many stocks. Again, I could stay here another 3 hours doing this, but GLBS is another one too. Very low on the RSI, can pop, low float as well. Can pop here, and it should pop here any day now. All right. So anyway, let me get up out of here. Travis Ebarb, Ryan Real, Cool Cat Beats, Woody Wright, 3 Hooks. Again, join us in the Discord room. There's some guys already over there. You can join them in the stock chat. They're gonna be chatting it up there. I kind of let y'all do your thing. What's up, 3 Hooks? Shout out to 3 Hooks. That guy was with me when I was on like episode 2. I remember seeing 3 Hooks' name over there at like episode 2. I didn't even know what the hell I was doing with the software. What's up with MLFB? Is that Major League Football? I don't know what's going on with it, with Major League Football, man. It's just bleeding, and that's fine. Let's keep letting it bleed. You know, Major League Football, real company, they just haven't put on a game. You know, so let it bleed out, man. I don't care if it gets to a penny a share. I'm not in it yet, but I want to get in it as soon as it finds a floor. Right now, super low on the RSI. We just touched 30 on the RSI in Major League Football. Yeah. All right. Travi, Q-Tech, Winston Sawyer, Eban R, Nisi Shea, Easy Man. Yeah, somebody saying call in so he can stay longer. Y'all are evil, man. Shit. All right. So again, appreciate you guys. That is the end of the show. See you guys back here tomorrow. Same place, same time. Love ya. Bye-bye.